All right, what's up guys? I thought it'd be a great idea to show you guys some of our favorite high protein, low calorie, tasty, satiating, kind of all those categories. Some of our favorite meals that check off those boxes. Obviously, nutrition is a huge part of achieving the fitness goals you have from an aesthetic, strength, performance standpoint. We're gonna each do our own version of 3 to 4 meals and just kind of show you guys what they typically look like for us and why we like them.
And then I get to taste yours and you get to taste mine and we get to judge each other.
Oh, I didn't know we were judging each other.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, well, I'm gonna preface this video by saying that, you know, Gordon Ramsay didn't necessarily ask me to teach him how to cook, so adjust your expectations, okay?
I can't wait, I can't wait.
My meals are very much like, what is the least amount of work, most efficient, like very utilitarian.
I have a little more fun.
You put a little bit more effort in.
Yeah.
I'm sure yours are probably
I take food photos by the window.
Oh yeah.
And organize it how I want it.
All right, so first meal, we're gonna do breakfast. This meal isn't actually what I have for breakfast that often, but it's definitely a super solid breakfast idea. The one you're making is the one that you have for breakfast almost every single day.
Every day for at least 3 years.
Okay.
Now this is so easy. You just start with yogurt. I like this Siggy's yogurt. It's 110 calories, has 19 grams of protein, I think. Yeah, 19 grams of protein. And so you can make this however works with your macros. So I'm just gonna do a serving size of this.
Weighing your food out's really not that complicated. I think people really overthink it. You just fire the bowl you're eating out of onto the scale, put stuff into the bowl, and then as you move from ingredient to ingredient, you just zero out the scale. Super, super simple.
Okay, so just protein and Greek yogurt. Mix it together nice and slow. Okay, so make sure you measure out your peanut butter, because I think that's where a lot of people run into issues, is with the higher fat foods. And of course, if you want to do lower calorie, just cut the peanut butter out. You could do like a peanut butter powder. So I'm gonna go 16 grams here.
Another kind of little tip too is if you want to be super precise, you can put the peanut butter jar on the scale so that everything that comes out of that jar, even what's left on the spoon, is accounted for.
Ooh, that's so smart. I'm using this no-cal bar. It's from the States. And it has 20 grams of protein, 200 calories. So I usually use half a bar just because that's what just fits my macros. And I just crumble it up. I find this bar really dry on its own, but it's such a good texture inside the yogurt. Would that take like 3 minutes? And then that's why I love this one. I don't have to cook any eggs like in a pan and just get a pan dirty first thing in the morning and have to start dishes like that. It's done.
All right. Yeah, that's really good.
Is it good?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I often use raspberries. I like that, just like the little bit of tartness with that, or even pineapple. And mango's just a little too sweet, but
the fruit balances out the salty of the bar and the peanut butter. Yeah, it's like a little bit refreshing kind of.
Yeah, I like the raspberry for that reason, just a little tart.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So do I want to give a rating out of 10?
Yeah, you have to give a rating now.
7, 9.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I would give myself an 8.
Okay.
Like, because I love eating it every day.
Honestly, the only thing I don't love about it is the bar. I think a protein bar that's just a little bit less stereotypically protein bar-y and that would be a 8, 9, 8, 5. Like,
love it.
Yeah. No, it's really good. I really
and that's
like
the thing. You can like add whatever you want. Any fruit, any nut butter, or no nut butter at all, and then any bar, and it's like completely your own.
100 grams frozen blueberries. Frozen blueberries. So for 80 grams of blueberries, it's 40 calories and 3 grams of fiber. So we're getting a decent amount of fiber, low calories. Obviously, they're already kind of small, so easy to mix into stuff. And I don't buy a ton of fresh fruit just because frozen fruit is easier. 100 grams of blueberries, put it in the microwave.
I was gonna say even frozen. Have you ever tried it frozen?
Yep. So obviously I tend to be requiring a little bit more protein per day than you do. I do 250 grams, I was gonna say. Give this a little mix. Then we're gonna go 2 scoops, Transparent Labs grass-fed whey. Code Evan for save some money. I really like this protein powder too. It just mixes super, super well. So we'll go 2 scoops.
And that's a whey protein powder?
It's a whey isolate, yeah. Now, obviously, you don't have to do 2 scoops. Like, you need 100 less grams of protein per day than I do. So maybe you'll just do, 1.5 or whatever. Or you could do a little bit less Greek yogurt, any of that stuff. A shitload of protein, like 80 grams of protein, 400 something calories. So like the calorie protein ratio. Give that a try.
Okay.
Just let me know how it tastes.
Okay, and you did vanilla Greek yogurt, right? Okay. That's delicious.
It's not bad. So you could stop there.
Okay.
3 ingredients. That was super simple. And then just for the sake of experimenting, because like I said, I'm really big on fiber, so I will add some ground chia and ground flax to like my smoothies or bowls like this or my oatmeal sometimes. So we'll just do 5 of each one so that we don't overwhelm it.
And what are your favorite sources of fiber?
Good question. Ground chia and ground flax are really easy, versatile ones for stuff like this. Fruits and vegetables, obviously classic because they're not just fiber, they're bringing other nutrients and stuff in the picture as well. Potatoes, good source of fiber. Oatmeal really just adds up throughout the day. All these things that are like, there's nothing that's really like a whopping source of fiber other than those like tortilla wraps that I bought that are like 20 grams per. That's a massive amount of fiber, like one little thing. What are we thinking out of 10?
I'm gonna give you 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Because I want like a little bit more crunch, like just a little bit different texture.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that would be. Loved it. What would you rate your own?
That's like an 8 out of 10 for me. And I like this too because it's so easy. And then I think vanilla and blueberry go really well together. I can be over chocolated.
This is a mixture of parsnips, sweet potatoes, carrots. It's just some mix that Evan had. They just cooked up in the air fryer. You can oven it, you can microwave it, like whatever you want to do.
Usually you just do sweet potato, right?
Yeah,
like
I
roasted or
just,
baked sweet potato.
yeah, I love a roasted sweet potato, like a Japanese sweet potato. So good. Next up, I just have this ground beef that all I added was some soy sauce. And then we added stevia for sugar. So you could just use regular sugar if you don't mind the calories as much. If you're trying to cut calories and just keep it on the lower end, just use leaner ground beef and a little stevia. That's it. It's so easy. So I'll add this in. It would normally have whipped cottage cheese, but I'm just gonna use Greek yogurt. And this is gonna give it just this like really rich, tangy flavor as Greek yogurt would. And so I'll just use like half serving, 55 grams, but again, just use whatever works with your macros. Now you want some sweetness and some savory. So we'll add some chopped mango. If you're Evan, just buy the freezer bag of mango, heat it up a little bit. You don't have to chop it. I used Evan's sweet freaking knife to chop this mango up. And this goes so well with the sweet potato, with the Greek yogurt, and then we'll use avocado as well. And I'm not measuring this one out because I'm just being a free ball a little bit, but I use just like about 1/4 of one. Add that in. And then, oh my gosh, are you ready? Are you ready for this one? Hot honey is gonna go on top. This has 10 calories, so you can use however much you want. And it's so freaking good. And it gives a tiny little stream, so you can get it all over.
Well, for presentation, I don't know.
What
Same
5
better.
out of 10?
It's not as aesthetic as my bowl of dog food, but all right, I guess, whatever. So how do you usually, how do you go
I say
about
you
this?
get a sweet potato in there.
Okay.
And then make sure you get some of the ground beef. You just gotta get all of it.
Okay, all right.
How do you like the ground beef with the soy sauce and stevia?
So good.
Is that something you would do?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Man, that's delicious.
Isn't it so good? And like this really makes it.
Yeah, this goes so well with the sweet beef. And then this is so refreshing and all together. Oh man, fuck. All right, fuck. That's a 9 out of 10.
Nice.
That's
I
fucking so
forget about
good.
that. Ooh.
Yeah, that's fucking really good.
Super healthy too.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this is one of those meals. Obviously a little bit more prep time, but this is honestly pretty easy prep.
And then that ground beef would still be good in yours. Like
Oh
if
yeah,
you cooked it with
that's
the
what I
soy
mean. You
sauce.
could
Yeah.
do that whole batch of ground beef like that. And then from a calorie standpoint, yeah, I mean, we use stevia, a little bit of soy sauce. Soy sauce is super low calorie. Get the leanest ground beef you can.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I mean, avocado is great fiber, healthy fats. Greek yogurt, obviously, a little bit of probiotic benefit there. Super lean protein, mango. Man, yeah, that's really, really good. That's a fantastic meal. Like, I'm gonna have to find a way to incorporate that into my meal plan for sure.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Love it.
Fuck yeah. Now I wanted to do a little less sauce to start with, but you can always add more sauce if you want.
Okay.
Like if it's too dry, you can add more sauce. Not that I'm expecting it to be too dry.
It doesn't look too dry at all. That's great. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my meals look like this, just like a beige tone. You know what's the only downside of coleslaw? Is it smells like farts. That's good. Presentation?
I don't believe it.
No. Presentation?
Be honest.
Just like 0.5 out of 10. So presentation, bad. But I do think it could do just a tad more sauce.
Okay.
6.5 to 7 out of 10.
Wow.
I like that a lot.
Okay, I'll take that. Really?
I think you could use an herb or two, just a sprinkle on top.
Don't know what those are.
What do you rate it?
I love that meal. I love that meal. I fucking
Okay,
sit
first,
there with a
what
huge bowl of it.
What would you rate the presentation?
Oh my fucking 0. Terrible. It looks like dog food.
Total dog food. I usually get my fresh dog food, and it looks just like that.
Yeah. No, terrible presentation. This is potatoes, rice, ground beef, and mushrooms. All that goes in a bowl in the microwave. And if you've actually never tried raw mushrooms put in the microwave, it comes out, given how much less work it is, it comes out reasonably similar to pan-fried mushrooms.
No, it doesn't, but that's okay.
All right, we'll agree to disagree there. Put that on the microwave, put coleslaw mix in there to really add some volume, some fiber, and some texture to it. And then I put a little bit of sauerkraut on there, and salt, and typically I'll do either low sugar ketchup or low sugar barbecue sauce, but you could do whatever you want with the sauce. The 4 food items that I basically bulk prep are ground beef in the pan, chicken breast in the oven, rice in the rice cooker, and then baby potatoes in the air fryer. And then I just cook as much of those as I can at a time, and then put them in the fridge so that they're all ready for meals like this. So with all that being said, for you to give that a 6.5 to 7 out of 10,
I like it.
given the fact that it's very much a utilitarian meal, I'll take that.
These veggies are so good. And so with this chicken, you can add whatever seasoning you like. I think this was like a kind of Asian flavor. It had like Szechuan peppers and red chili flakes in it and sesame seeds. So it has a good kick to it, which I like. From that last one, I like to add whipped cottage cheese or Greek yogurt to most of my bowls, just because it gives like a good refreshing flavor to it and brings some of the spice down.
Fuck, it's such a tough act to follow. You're not giving me a lot of fucking chances here, guys. So one thing you guys will notice is that there's a lot of Greek yogurt used in a lot of these recipes. And that's because Greek yogurt's just it's so versatile. Mix it with protein powder or oatmeal or something like that for a sweet vibe. Mix it with this to kind of replace like a bit of this will just add texture. And 0% plain Greek yogurt has a bit more of like a almost sour cream type of vibe to it. So it goes really well with a lot of different things, and it's basically pure protein. So Greek yogurt, if you know, you know. Everybody who's with it knows that Greek yogurt
They just know.
is like the go diet food. Great just to supplement protein intake with any type of meal, really.
Agreed. To top it off, this is my favorite sauce to use, and this isn't like super low calorie. For 2 tablespoons, it's gonna be 35 calories, so not terrible.
Not terrible, no. 30 grams is enough sauce to really flavor something.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Okay.
So you have to get a bite of everything.
Yep.
And you can use whatever veggie. I just use the veggies that Evan always buys. I often use like frozen green beans and frozen peas because those are just like so easy to cook really fast. And then you can add whatever seasoning on top.
I mean, what can I say? It's fantastic.
Good.
I don't like it quite as much as the first one,
That's how I feel actually.
but
At home.
it's a different vibe.
At home I use a different seasoning and I went too heavy on the seasoning here.
8.2.
Nice.
I really like that. I think I'm rating it in the context of like all the other utilities that it serves too, like the purpose that it serves, right? Of being like, you know, low cal, high protein, easy to cook, like those things matter to me. Would I rate this an 8.2 in comparison to like the best meal I've ever had at a restaurant? No.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's a different context. So I think in this context, yeah. Like,
If you're trying to cut calories and just make your meals feel really filling, you could do some of the cauliflower rice like you purchased and just do a ton more veggies. Like this is a big bowl for me and this will take me a little bit to get through. If you're like a bigger person but you're still trying to cut, add a ton of those veggies, those just higher volume, lower calorie foods.
yeah, big time, 100%.
So sad.
What would you do without a microwave?
Starve. Listen, it's not about the presentation, okay?
I mean, this has a more aesthetic appeal.
It's just more colorful.
Yeah, exactly, than the dog food. Like just the little bit of green in it steps it up. And red.
Yeah,
We have a color profile.
right. Okay, so
I would give this, yeah, because that was 0.5. This is a 3.
a 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you give it for aesthetics?
That's not a rating that I give, really. You know, it's not on my radar.
Don't care.
Get a good spoonful of everything. I'll make sure there's no
Okay.
avocado on there, though.
Okay. For everything being cooked in the microwave, because I would never cook chicken in the microwave. Like it grosses me out thinking about it.
Okay.
I would give that a 7.2. So easy.
And then, of course, you don't have to use sad chicken, right? You could use
Yeah.
the happier chicken that you had, right?
For sure.
And if you needed to, you can heat it up in the pan instead. Super fucking easy. I don't want to spend time cooking. And how much food can I eat that tastes good without and makes me full without like going over my macros?
Yeah.
But this is basically chicken and potato. That is a super classic, quote unquote, diet food. High protein, high fiber, good micronutrient density, and it keeps you full.
Yeah.
And low calories.
I thought the sweet potato went really well in that.
Yeah, me too.
I like
And I
that.
think the obviously the seasoned, pre-made, you know, sweet potato medley tastes better than just like baked potatoes in the air fryer.
Yeah.
So considering how easy it is and all the boxes it checks off, I think it's not bad.
Okay, we're gonna show you how we make our kind of daily smoothies. I make this every afternoon between lunch and dinner, just as like a snack. I get excited about it every single day, but instead of going to snack food and just eating chips and things that I don't need, this is gonna be packed with a ton of nutrients and you can add whatever you want. I know Evan adds kale. You could add cauliflower rice because that will just add some filler and you won't taste it at all. I don't do that because I'm a little bit too lazy, and I keep mine pretty simple and it just tastes like a milkshake.
Yeah, I just think smoothies are super underrated. And again, as the theme of this whole video, I love how easy they are. So I think a lot of people kind of don't think about smoothies, but you can put so many good nutritionally dense foods in them. There's so much variety, there's so much versatility, and they're just super easy. And so we both have a smoothie in our day-to-day, and we figured that we could kind of include that as like a bonus fourth, so a little bit of a snack, or I actually have mine as my breakfast, so
Let's do it.
cool.
My shake is a little bit more of a milkshake than Evan's drink. I like my calories a little bit higher than him, so we're gonna add some peanut butter. We're gonna go with cow's milk. We're gonna go with some kefir because Evan got me on kefir and sauerkraut, so I use that on a regular basis now for probiotics. And then some banana, protein powder, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of salt because I just feel like it, even though the peanut butter has salt, I feel like the salt just breaks it up a little bit more, so it's just not as sweet, but I like things extra salty, so you don't have to do that. About 250 milliliters. And I'm using frozen banana, so it makes it thicker like a milkshake. And I'll add a little bit of ice too to get it like extra thick. Any chocolate protein powder that you like. And then I only do a little bit of kefir. I don't do a ton just because it changes the flavor too much. And then I'll do like just half serving of peanut butter.
Yeah. Like banana and peanut butter is such a goated flavor combo. Yeah, I mean, it's really good.
And when I was trying to add more volume to my meals and get more veggies in, I added cauliflower and rice in all the time.
Yeah.
And then you can add flax and chia too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You can't taste it at all.
Chocolate, peanut butter, and banana is just such a tough combo to beat. It's delicious. It's kind of a basic flavor though. So we're gonna dock points for creativity. I'm trying to think if I'm rating this on a scale of smoothies or I'm just rating it on a scale of food in general. We'll go relative to smoothies. We'll go 7/7. Obviously, different flavors of protein powders will make this taste a little bit different. This salty caramel, I think so far is my favorite in this, especially with that low sugar almond or vanilla almond milk.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Yeah, not
That's
bad.
great. I'd give that in like 8.2.
Really?
Yeah, it's great.
I just think you're rounding up now because you think you made me feel bad.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, honestly, what would you give it then?
No, I would give it like a solid 8. It's delicious.
Got a little kale in there, obviously to get some greens in. We've got just a little bit of ground chia, ground flax to increase fiber. Obviously, tons of protein. Kefir, which is going to be probiotic, really good for gut health, promoting gut health. The salted caramel, transparent labs, grass-fed whey, which really adds that nice kind of little bit of saltiness to it. Vanilla almond milk gives it another kind of layer of flavor. And then the blueberries, obviously. So super nutrient packed. And obviously the dosages or like the amounts of each thing is all going to be dependent on the individual and their macros. So.
For sure.
All right, guys, so those are just some examples that you guys can use to kind of help guide, your recipe or meal ideas for, nutrient dense, easy to prep, high protein, low calorie. Obviously not all of the meals served all those purposes, but those are kind of the main things that we're looking for when constructing recipes or meals to facilitate our fitness goals. And I know that, a lot of people often have questions about nutrition. What should my meals look like? What do you eat? So we hope that you got some inspo from this video and a little bit of kind of maybe some ideas.
And then you can start matching everything. Like try those different sauces. You can try different veggie combinations. You could go from beef to chicken, whipped cottage cheese, or Greek yogurt. You can try all these different variations to create your own bowls.
Yeah, and obviously, kind of goes without saying, but we'll add this kind of part in that the macros and calories are going to change for each of these meals just based on kind of like how much of each thing you put in. That's going to vary based on what your macros and your calories look like. But using these recipe ideas and these kind of food groups, you have that flexibility to go low cal, high protein, high fiber, etc. if you want to. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video and gathered some inspiration and some ideas from it.